Okay, so this video is just going to show you the first method of locating points on basically an object that has been cut by an oblique plane. So for this method, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking each one of our points here and bringing them parallel with the XY line over to hit the vertical trace, and then drop down to the XY line and then taking parallel to the horizontal trace. So first of all, I'm just going to mark in where everything is. So we have our vertical trace, we have our horizontal trace. So our horizontal trace and our vertical trace. We have our XY line, and I'm just going to number a few of the different points here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to number everything twice, because I'm going to identify, let's say, the numbers of the back surface here, as well as the numbers that will be located along here where the intersection is going to happen. Let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, / 12. Okay. So I'm just going to call these ones the lower numbers. So let's say we'll call this one 1 up here. This is going to be 2, 3, then 4 is going to be below this one. So that's 2/4 because it's directly below it, and we'll call that one 5 directly below that, and then we're going to call this one 6. Now what we want to do is basically locate our points which will be further out. What we need to do there, like I said before, we need to take each of our points across. So it's going to be parallel with the XY line till it hits the vertical trace. Where it hits the vertical trace, it's going to be dropped directly down, like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a line that's going to be parallel to your horizontal trace. Your sliding set squares. That we want then is the original point that we took, so this one above here. Want to drop it straight down till it intersects that point. As you can see, the line has already been taken down here, straight down, and where it intersects is right here. Okay, now we've also, let's say we'll take point 7 as well. That will be taken across. It will be directly on top of that one, straight down across. So then when that gets brought down, it will hit right here, like so. And now we have point 6 and point 12 and point 9. You can take straight across, parallel to the XY line, hits the vertical trace, drop down to the XY line, taking parallel again with my vertical trace, the horizontal trace. Again, where they drop down, that's where I'll intersect, so we'll be here for 12, and for 9 it's going to intersect here. It's supposed to be 8, and this was supposed to be 7. Now we need to locate these points. As you can see, where they hit straight over and hit the vertical trace will be here, and then when it's taken parallel to the horizontal trace, it will actually travel straight down directly on top of this. So where this touches here and here are them points. Now all we have to do is basically darken the surfaces of our cut object. And now the reason again I have these nice and heavy is just so you can see them, so you'll have them nice and light because they'll be your construction. That will be 11, and this one will be 10. Nice and dark for you so you can see nice and clearly. So basically we've completed there is our object itself with the cut section taken out of it. You can see that this surface, let's call A here, is represented here as A. See, it's all this surface here, and A here looks like this looking in from the elevation. Now our surface here, let's call this B, C and D. D is represented as an edge view above here, so it's actually represented as this line here. B is represented as edge view as well, so it's represented as this line here. And C is represented as an edge view as well, represented by this line here. Okay?